Most women will never walk up to a man they like and openly confess how they feel. That may happen in romantic movies, but real life is often much quieter. Attraction usually begins in a private, deeply personal way. A woman may notice a man, feel drawn toward him, think about him more often than she expected, and still never say a word. This isn't because she's trying to be mysterious. New feelings often feel delicate, and before confidence develops, those emotions tend to remain hidden behind ordinary conversations, casual behavior, and an effort to appear completely unaffected. What many men fail to realize is that while words can be carefully controlled, facial expressions are much harder to hide. Human beings are emotional long before they become logical. Before we consciously decide what to say, our bodies have already begun responding to what we feel. The face, more than anything else, naturally reveals emotions that the mind is still trying to keep private. That is why attraction can be so fascinating. Someone may appear calm and composed, yet tiny expressions quietly reveal a completely different story. These reactions are subtle and often happen in just a moment, but once you understand them, they become surprisingly easy to recognize. Think about a time when you were genuinely excited to see someone. Maybe it was an old friend you hadn't seen in years, or a family member returning home after a long absence. Before you even spoke, your face changed. Your eyes brightened, your expression softened, and your energy shifted almost instantly. None of those reactions were planned. They happened naturally because your emotions reached your face before your thoughts could organize themselves. Attraction works much the same way. Feelings come first, expressions follow, and words usually arrive much later. This is why so many people overlook obvious signs of attraction. They wait for direct compliments, clear confessions, or dramatic gestures, while the real clues often appear through eye contact, facial expressions, and moments of quiet attention. Genuine attraction rarely announces itself loudly. Instead, it whispers through subtle behaviors that are difficult to fake. People can rehearse words, memorize clever lines, or practice appearing confident, but authentic emotional reactions happen automatically. A face becomes more expressive, a smile appears more naturally, and the eyes reveal warmth and curiosity without conscious effort. Throughout this discussion, we'll explore the quiet facial expressions that often appear when a woman feels genuinely attracted to someone. These signs aren't magical formulas or guarantee proof of romantic interest. Instead, they're small windows into human emotion. Once you understand them, you may begin noticing details that were once invisible. You might even look back on past conversations or missed opportunities with a completely different perspective. Most importantly, you'll realize that attraction often begins revealing itself long before anyone has the courage to put those feelings into words. One of the biggest misconceptions about attraction is that it begins with confidence. Many people assume a woman first decides she likes someone and then intentionally shows it. In reality, attraction often develops beneath conscious awareness. Something about a person feels comforting, exciting, familiar, or intriguing, and before the mind fully understands what's happening, the body has already begun to respond. That's why some of the strongest signs of attraction are not dramatic actions, but small, unconscious changes that appear when someone feels emotionally safe enough to lower their guard. One of the clearest examples can be seen in the eyes. Throughout the day, most people carry a level of tension they barely notice. Their minds are constantly managing responsibilities, solving problems, and shifting attention from one thing to another. This creates a certain sharpness in the way they observe the world. But when attraction enters the picture, something begins to change. The tension softens, not dramatically, but enough to become noticeable to someone who is paying close attention. A woman who feels comfortable around a man often looks at him differently than she looks at everyone else. Her gaze becomes warmer, more relaxed, and fully present. Instead of constantly scanning the room or dividing her attention, she seems genuinely focused on the person standing in front of her. There is a quiet calmness in that kind of eye contact. It's difficult to describe, but surprisingly easy to recognize once you experienced it. Attraction isn't always about excitement. Sometimes it's about comfort. It's about feeling safe enough to stop performing and simply be yourself. For a few moments, the endless mental noise fades away, and attention settles naturally on the person who matters most. That softness often becomes visible through the eyes because they reveal where genuine attention truly lives.